So really fun, and by fun, I mean not fun at all. What's happening here? Nuance is dead and we killed her, quite frankly. Oh, that's the real sprint. Hello, I don't like you. She super died. Get out of here, get out of here. Guys, I just logged in and was gonna grab my stuff before I started actually doing the recording. The Song of the Welcome Moon stuff kind of goes hard. I just recorded the Welcome Moon video. That went up before this one. Because I forgot to do the Welcome Moon thing. So I did that before this. We do have some stuff to actually talk about in here that I want to get into in a second, which is also partially why this video got postponed. Similarly to the Zenless Zone Zero patch video, there's been some VA stuff that I think is very nuanced, and a lot of people no one's getting into the nuance of it, which I don't even think I'm qualified to get into the nuance of it, but I do want to bring it up in a second. But I just did the Welcome Moon stuff, so I'm like, oh my god, the prophecy has been unveiled and the new moon approaches. The night deepens, the stars gather around the moon. This is more stuff. Compensation, yeah, okay, cool. Extra primos, okay, which I do think I want to pull for Veressa, like I said, so extra primos are good. So it's patch time. We have a lot of stuff to get through. I don't know how deep in we're gonna go. I'm kind of I've just started speed running all the stuff I need to get caught up on because I've been in a bit of a depression hole, so we're getting out of it. But I also would like to get up early for Nintendo in the morning, so I probably won't be watching that live. Just gonna say that. But we got stuff to do. Oh my god, 12 days left on Tournament of Glory, really? Really? This better not be as long as a flagship, dear god. I will say flagship events have gotten shorter, but still. This is the new area. There's rewards for that if you do it. Mushroom Relay Mystery is the bit for if you do in the next 12 days, if you do for Veressa. Turbo Twirly is still thing. Test runs we have to do. Flowers Resplendent is Archon. It's Archon Quest. Lava Dragon is our new boss. And I still haven't done Imaginarium Theater. We will do this. We will do this. Don't worry. I will put these all on my schedule. We are going to look at patch notes, like I've said in the content catch-up video that was 2 Genshin video. It's been a while. So we are going to go through patch notes. But I think the big thing is what we do need to talk about, and I have to go to the archive for this because I do not have this character. As you can see, I haven't been pulling. Kinich. Yeah. So I don't think I can see it here. I can. I cannot. They do not list the voice actors here. So, so really fun, and by fun, I mean not fun at all, thing is there have been a couple characters over the last year-ish who have been muted for a certain amount of the Archon Quest as well as events, but I haven't done as many of the events, so Archon Quest. And it's also why I haven't really done Natlin yet, is because I'm waiting for the voice actor strike to end so that the union voice actors working on Genshin can come back and do their roles, fill in those spots where we've been waiting for them to fill in those spots, and obviously for good reason. I think that the voice actor strike is not perfect, I do think that they are striking for very valid reasons. I think that it does need to be more AI protections in media in general. As a content creator, I see this all the time of games using AI. I have specifically taken videos on games off my schedules for utilizing AI in multiple different ways. Earlier today, I saw a really stupid ad for AI voice acting on Twitter because I've been scrolling on Twitter a lot, which is the bane of existence. Not just my existence, everyone's actually. But I haven't been feeling well, so I've been doom scrolling a lot. I think where the nuance comes in is that, first of all, there's a lot of people speaking on the voice actor strike that know nothing about American voice acting. And even I'm not the end-all be-all, what's the word, authority on this, because, hey, I don't voice act. I've said this before, but I like to do what I call audiobook voice acting in some story games and stuff because it's not voice acted and I'm reading it out. So I do try to differentiate voices, and even that's hard. So I could never be a real voice actor, but we like to have fun here. Also, what is it? A hog just popping up is not the move here. All right, let's profile this so it stop popping up. We're trying to have a serious conversation. But I think I stand obviously with the voice actors, whether they're union or non-union. There's non-union voice actors standing up for the union protections because it helps everyone. If there's AI protections and things of that in contracts, hey, that helps everyone actually. Shocker. Those AI protections being voice actors don't want their voice to be utilized without their permission to create AI voices with their voice for certain characters, what have you, or whatever. Oh, and the voice actually is listed here, I noticed. They have all 3. It's right above my box, so no missing that. Also, I'm just now noticing that Kenichi is a Scorpio, and that makes a lot of sense. Our birthdays are 2 days apart. That makes a lot of sense. Anyways, that's unrelated. Serious conversation. We're not, no corn plating on the serious conversation. But all this is to say, they changed the voice actor for Kenichi. You can see that both are still listed. The original voice actor for Kenichi was only around for the first patch, I believe 5.0. And from 5.1 onwards, they just muted Kenichi in the Archon Quest and things like that, which I think a good amount of players were okay with. Either you just play it in a different language, because that's the thing, the voice actor strike and signing any sort of agreements would not affect the other languages of the game at all. So if you don't even play in English, there's a lot of people who are upset about this that don't even play with the English dub and like want the English dub to be removed entirely. This doesn't concern you. Like, not to be blunt, but if you're not playing with the English dub, I don't think it concerns you. Like, I don't think your opinion is like the end all be all. Like, you can have an opinion, but it's not like the most important opinion here, you know? Like, even my opinion isn't worth anything, and I play in the English dub. So after 5.1 onwards, they muted Kenichi's voice until this patch, 5.5, they recast Kenichi, but not fully. They just had and the fact that both are listed here, both the new voice actor and the previous voice actor, makes me think that it might just be a temporary measure. And I'll get to my theory on that in a second, because I do have a bit of a theory here. And I don't know anything positively about what happened here, obviously, but I do have a bit of a theory based on some assumptions I can make with other things currently going on related to Genshin right now. But we'll get to that in a second. That's like the last thing I want to speak on. Alternatively here, I partially think they might even switch back once the strike is over, because they're both listed. Either that, or they, like, I would hope that's what they're doing. Maybe it's just a temporary fill-in for reasons that we'll get to. But I genuinely like don't know why both are, I guess because technically they're both still in the game, but they've changed voice actors before and removed the previous one, I believe, but they're both still listed. So this is just like a weird in-between thing going on here. However, when the new voice actor was announced, because technically it could be considered crossing a picket line to replace a voice actor during a strike, even if that voice actor does not currently reside in the United States. I will say that. But the replacement voice actor does not reside in the United States, so it would make sense that they did not know what was going on. And so to jump them on social media is bad. I will say that. There's a lot, like, social media, it's TikTok and Twitter specifically is where nuance goes to die, right? So there's nuance to this. Like, hey, don't jump a voice actor even if they did scab a project. Don't do that. Death threats are never okay in any scenario, right? Even like adjacent to a death threat, right? Like just like harassing somebody online. Never okay. There's certain scenarios where it might be okay. I'm not promoting it, but like that's like maybe if you commit like a crime. And no crime was committed here, right? No, there was no crimes committed. No one stole anything. No one passed away. Everyone's okay. So like there's that. That's not okay. But then also there's a lot of people who, because of the social media jumping, were like, the English dub sucks, fire all the English dub actors, blah, blah, blah. I don't think that's right either. And like discrediting the entire strike in general, that's not right either. Like, guys, there's nuance here. There's like a lot going on. And as people who are not part of the voice acting industry directly, obviously, we don't know entirely what that means. I think SAG-AFTRA has done a really good job of trying to advocate what that means to non-voice actors, but again, not perfect. I don't think the strike in and of itself has been perfect. I think that there is, like, it's been ongoing for quite some time, and I think that's because of some of the problems with it. But again, I'm an outside perspective. I just think that there's a lot of nuance here that social media in its current state in this year of our Lord 2025 is where nuance goes to die. And I think that a lot of the drama, and I hate calling it drama, I have said this already in relation to other things, it's a very nuanced conversation to have, and I don't think we're having it correctly, quite frankly. However, I did say I had a theory as to why they recast Kenichi very suddenly and like no one else. It's the Ugreen collaboration. Hold on, I'll bring it up. I didn't want to promo this on my channels for a couple of reasons that are more personal. I did mention this in a video that hasn't gone up yet, like off the cuff, like vaguely, but I do want to pull up the graphics first. Allegedly, I'm not saying this is for sure, but allegedly, I may or may not have received an email in my inbox that I ghosted because I thought it was spam. I thought it was a scam. Allegedly. Not saying this is true. This is the collaboration here. Ugreen. I don't entirely know what they do. It's like charging stuff. Like I think environmentally friendly charging stuff, which we'll get to in a second. I thought that it may or may not have been an email to promote this, like a sponsorship. Allegedly. Not saying this is true, but I do want to bring this up because I think it's relevant here. I think it's just fast charging. Because like, why is it called Ugreen then? Anyways, obviously it's themed after Kinich. So, that's loud. Oh my god. Obviously, that's probably why they recast him, because they have a merch collab going on right now, and they know it's going to possibly bring in new players interested in Kinich. So that's why they did a sudden recast. And just knowing what I know, allegedly, I do think it was a scam, by the way. I'm not even sure I don't think it was real. So that's why I'm kind of like, no, I don't feel bad about like airing it out on a video, because I think it was fake. I do think it was fake. It was like it had to be a phishing attempt or something. But it's just so weird. And then like when they did that, when I heard about the Kinich recast, I was like, this just adds to how weird this all is. What's happening here? So I did want to talk about this because I had stuff to add to it, but also I wanted to bring up how this is a very nuanced conversation to have, because there is so many moving parts and things and multiple things that aren't great on anyone's part. I think it's like a moment where, and I think this is something I say a lot when something is nuanced. It's the idea that basically, at Reddit, am I the asshole? It's kind of one of those moments where everyone's kind of the asshole a little bit, and no one wants to admit that everyone's kind of being an asshole. It's one of those things. So it's just like nuance is dead, and we killed it. So there's that. Anyways, I did want to bring that up because that is something I have been putting off, and because I was not in the proper headspace to talk about it, just because I was in a depression hole, and now I kind of am. So let's talk about it. But yeah, that might ruffle some feathers, but I just think there's nuance is dead and we killed her, quite frankly. Anyways, we are going to move on to the patch now. We have patch notes to look at if I can find them. Is it version highlights? All right, this might glitch out my OBS, so everyone be prepared. Is my model working today? No, she is. Okay, good. Sometimes my model glitches out when we get in here. So we obviously have the new characters, Varessa and the 4-star Iansan. I've heard Iansan's actually really good, and it's very similar to, Bennett kit-wise. So that's actually, I'm very excited to see that. We've done a lot of yapping, so I don't know if we'll go into full kits, because I also forgot we had 2 characters. We might just do a little bit of a speed run because I am a little bit behind, but I do want to pull for Varessa as well as Jansen. Chevreuse is on this banner as well. This is a really good banner for 4 stars, so if you haven't pulled yet, I actually would probably consider it, even if you pull in the Xianyun rerun a little bit. I love this new weapon. I know I made the joke in the content catch-up that if I was a Genshin Impact character, I'd be a gimmick 4-star, and this would be my, like, try-hard weapon, because I'm a 4-star, right? So my best in slot would be a 4-star weapon. But if you wanted to try-hard me, this would be it. This would be it. It's just because of the color scheme and the fact that it looks like a magical girl wand. I do really like this weapon, though. I've talked about it already. So we have new artifact sets, as we can see here. Finale of the Deep Galleries and Long Night's Oath. I did think Long Night's Oath was a good set for Arlecchino, but it's plunge attack, so I'm not sure. But it matches her color scheme, so I'm like, oh yeah, that's the Arlecchino set. Might not be. It might not be. Because also it's plunging attack damage. So it makes me think actually this might be because also the helmet here makes me think this might actually be a good set for Varessa. And then we have the cryo damage bonus. I believe this actually might be for one of the drip marketed characters. Hold on. I gotta bring the Twitter back up. I gotta bring it back up. Hold on. Because we have had drip marketing since the last time we have spoken together here. Actually, not technically. Okay, here it is. Who is it? Escoffier. She's a little chef. I know a lot of people don't like her. I'm also noticing now that she has ice knives, and I love that. I know a lot of people don't like her, but I actually think she's kind of cute, and I honestly could see myself probably pulling for her, especially if she shares a oh my god, wait, she's a food journalist. That's cute. Especially if she shares a banner with Aoife, which we'll get to in a second, because I believe Aoife's a 4-star. Yeah, 5-star. I'm pretty sure she's cryo. She's a little chef girl. I think she's cute. What can I say? I like cute girls and pretty boys. So what can I say? Aoife, he for sure is Animo. Yeah, they have different. Okay, so Escoffier is cryo, and then Aoife has the new style. So he is Animo, which I love an Animo character. What can I say? I have liked Aoife since he was just like a whisper in the wind, no pun intended. So I'm pretty sure I think he's supposed to be a 4-star is what the streets are saying. So whatever banner he's on, I'm pulling. So yeah, I also, this is such good art, man. I really like Aoife. What can I say? What can I say? I like his little bird. I like Aoife. What can I say? All right, back to the game. I think finale of the Deep Galleries is supposed to be for Escoffier. That's what I was getting at, because it's cryo damage and we're getting her next patch, so that makes the most sense. Event-wise, let's go look at phase 1. So phase 2 will be coming up probably quite quickly here, just because I took a while to get into phase 1. But if we, oh, my model is glitching now. Oopsies. We have our patch first half banners that goes until April 15th. So like 2 weeks left-ish. At least when I'm recording this. So obviously this has Varessa as well as Yansan, Chevers, and Gaming. The rerun then, other side is Xianyun, same 4 stars. I do think these 4 stars are really, really good, especially because the Yansan is supposed to be like Electro Bennett. I think that's really good. So I do consider pulling. I do recommend considering to pull. Obviously, I would like to pull for Varessa. I like her color scheme and I think she's goofy and fun. So I'm going to pull for her, but I might change my mind depending on the trials that we'll get to in a second. We have our weapon banner. Obviously, the weapon banner is a scam, let me remind you. Our technically flagship event, I'm still iffy on if it's the flagship. I'm assuming it is because it's the one where we get the free character, but it does, like when they did it in the event overview, it didn't look like a flagship event. So curious, but this one goes, it's been ongoing. It started on the 28th of March, so a couple days ago, and runs until April 14th. I think this is weirdly short if this is a flagship event. It feels like not enough time. But maybe this is a condensed patch and I can't tell. So I don't know. Then we have Unlimited Fighting Championship that goes until April 7th. So this is not open yet till April 21st. And I believe that is like the cutoff. April 21st is the cutoff for the first half of the patch. So we'll get new banners and all that. Or no, I actually think it's the 15th. Is it 15th? 15th, yeah. Tax day. Might be before tax day. Not sure. But we do have the Fighting Championship. This looks like a fun event as well. Oh yeah, this was the event where you fight the opponent and they just have like a times 100 health and you just see how much you can get that down. You won't be able to fully clear the boss, obviously, but you're timed and you see how much you can like chip away at that. But that goes until April 21st as well. And do take note that this is with time difference. This is like going to be like 4 in the morning for a lot of people. So finish it the day before. Like I put all of these on my schedule for being done a day before the actual finish date most of the time. So take note of that. We have Overflowing Favor, which is the 14th to the 21st. This is for Domains of Blessing. So artifact domains, yeah. There's a bonus reward for doing the Tribal Chronicle quest for Varessa before the 15th of April. And then there's also a exploration bonus reward for exploring the Sacred Mountain and Sanctified Land in the new region that came out, or Atakpan and Ancient Sacred Mountain regions until June 17th. So this one does go for quite some time here. There's a Genius Invocation event that runs until the 21st, started April 5th, so it hasn't opened yet, but we have this heated battle mode. I think it's different now. Tactical formation, I think that's actually different. I'm not sure though. Oh no, there it is. Forge Realms Temper. Yeah, this is the one. This is throughout the whole patch. It's every patch. If you're into TCG, yeah. Okay, so that's all the events. So we did that. There is the gameplay details for Tournament of Glory and Bloom, but we're gonna cover that regardless, so don't need to really go through that. That is patch notes. We did it, and we've nuanced it. So we can finally get to actual gameplay. So, test runs, baby! Like I've said before, we usually start with the 4-star. I usually don't do the 4-star reruns. I'm gonna be so real. But we're gonna start with Xianyun, and then we'll circle back to Aeon-san, and then we'll do Varessa to finish it off, and I'll decide who I want to pull for. But with Xianyun here, oh, that's for Tournament of Glory and Bloom. Paimon, please don't start talking, I swear. Oh my god, they all spoke at once. All right, because, hey, can we not do this? Do we always start with full ults? I'm actually having fun with Gaming here. Drop that, and then we'll do Xianyun. Oh, I'm actually think I had more fun with Gaming. That was fun. Gaming is fun. Gaming, let's go. They just gave a full assortment of stuff here. Xianyun is kind of fun. I think I'll pull on Xianyun's side of the banner if I don't love Veresa's cat. We'll do a little pulling, just a little. I love a plunge attack. Whee! Gaming is so fun. Wow, what a guy. I do have to say, this is taking quite some time to get through. I think it's just because they put a lot of guys in here. There we go, finished. I think Gaming probably did the most damage there. I would love to see stats on that. But that's what I'm saying. Like, this is a really good banner. Like, a really good one. All right, to our new characters. We're starting with Ian-san, the 4-star Electro unit. I have no idea what her kit looks like. I've heard it's similar to Bennett's, but Electro, and a little bit better. So we'll see. Which I think actually makes sense because she is like a fitness coach sort of thing. I think it would make sense that she would be like healer adjacent. So that makes sense because she's like supporting her students, you know? So Ayansan's elemental skill will cause her to enter the Night Soul's Blessing state and move swiftly until she runs out of Night Soul points. Par for the course. Should move my box. I'll move the box, hold on. Actually, hold on, we can do this. All right, so while in the Night Soul's Blessing state, holding sprint will cause her to switch to rushing Thunderbolt mode, temporarily greatly increasing her movement speed. When she has insufficient Night Soul points, she will consume Phlogiston to maintain her in this state. I think all the Natlan characters do this. Her burst deals Night Soul aligned AoE electro damage and causes her to enter the Night Soul's Blessing state. The fact that it's Night Soul aligned, I don't love, but I feel like she still could be worth it to run with characters that are not Natlan adjacent. After using this, Yansan will whip out her kinetic energy scale, which will grant an attack bonus to her party's current active character. I'm curious what they mean by this. We'll see in a second. Like, what do you mean by scale? I'm scared. The higher Ayansan's Night Soul points in attack, the higher the bonus. So it seems like you want to scale her on attack. She does scales on attack, build her attack. Additionally, the scale will restore Night Soul points to Ayansan at intervals based on the distance moved by her party's current active character. So again, it seems like she could work pretty well with Veresa because she also has a very quick movement buff. While in combat, she can use her elemental skill to restore a large amount of Night Soul points such that a high attack bonus can be quickly attained. And then we have extra orbs and stuff. I don't see anything about healing here. So I think she's like Bennett, but not a healer. So I'm curious what happens there because we do have Bennett here. All right. I can't zoom in, which is weird. Am I in the game? Yeah, I'm in the game. So we have a full pyro team here. Gaming, Shevers, and Bennett. Like, but also this is the banner. Like, it's the banner with Bennett. All right, start challenge. Let's hit it. Defeat 12 opponents and collect 8 orbs. So this is what we want to do here. It's like a little jog. That's so cute. So can I break that? Oh, we can break stuff. Break stuff. Yeah. Oh, that's the real sprint. Whoa. Okay. Oh, this is cool. Actually, this is quite cool. Okay. Whee! I'm sprinting. Oh, I'm out of Night Soul. Hi guys. So what does her E do? It looks like she has different skills and stuff. All right, let's start running other characters then. Actually, I do want to see this with Ian-san fully. I don't think we can clear this with just Ian-san. Let's bring out the supports, because this is like a team of all supports, by the way. Like the Ian-san scales on attack, but her attack isn't her main deal here. I do like the speed increase. I do think it's quite helpful. I do have to say that. I do like that speed increase quite a bit. And with the like plunge characters, I think it's also quite fun. Like Gumming and Iansan is actually pretty good. Like this is good. I like these team comps, I do. It's a lot of like hit buttons, get in and out, boom, boom. And I do appreciate that. Hello, I don't like you. All right, let's hit some stuff. I need a Bennett. Like this is a team of all 4-star support adjacent characters. And we did like very quick work of that. I actually kind of really like that. No, I really do like that. All right, so we grab that. And we move on to Veresa. Hopefully I don't get jumped in the time it takes me to intro this. Veresa's Trial, another Electro character, 5-star Electro unit. Let's get into that trial. I did not get jumped by the opponents respawning in, so that's great. I also do think that since we've last gotten a Natlan character, they have cut down on the amount of just like running around aimlessly you're doing in these Natlan trials, which I actually appreciate because they're very much more like, here's what you're gonna do, here's where you're gonna go, we're good. Before they used to be like, you're gonna go in 5 different circles and then you have to find your opponents to fight, and there's about 3 different spots you can choose to fight in. I do like that they've made it a lot more straightforward because I hated doing Natlan character trials for a while, but it looks like they might have fixed how like disjointed they were. We'll see what Veresa in a second. But Veresa's elemental skill allows her to quickly use a charged attack and set up a cycle of elemental skills, charge attacks, and plunging attacks. So that plunge set is for her, even though it looks like it's for Arlecchino. I mean, if you want to run plunge Arlecchino, it probably would work, but it's for Veresa. When Veresa maxes out her Night Soul points through a plunging attack, she will enter the Fiery Passion state, which enhances all her skills. I'm assuming that Fiery Passion state is related to like her Beast Mode state. That's the best way I can call it. Beast Mode that she goes into in her trailers and stuff. Her elemental burst deals Night Soul aligned AoE electro damage and will max out Veressa's Night Soul points, causing her to enter the fiery passion state. Yes, you just said that. When in this state, Veressa's burst deals increased damage. For a short time after using a plunging attack while in the fiery passion state, Veressa can ignore skill cooldown and unleash one special elemental burst that costs less energy, using one special plunging attack that deals Night Soul aligned AoE electro damage. I've seen a lot of players be upset about the skill cooldown ignoring thing, and as well as some of her movement buffs. I mean, we'll see when we actually play her in a second how like egregious that is, but I could see where that would be a little bit of a gripe, because if it's like if you don't have Veressa, then you're basically at a disadvantage. But I mean, it's still not as bad as Star Rail power creep. I mean, look at the upcoming Star Rail patch. Like, that's a doozy. Holding the elemental skill causes Veressa to enter sudden onrush mode, which I think that might be beast mode actually, causing her to move swiftly under her Night Soul points are depleted, or until they're depleted. When she has insufficient Night Soul points, she consumes phlogiston. And then we have extra orbs. There's Veressa, cutie. She's so cute. Listen, I think she's cute. I do think she's cute, all right? All right. Like, I don't think she's perfect by any means, but I do think she's quite cute. What's her other idol look like? Oh. It's like she killed a fly. So we have Fischl, Chevreuse, and Xiangling on this team. No proper healer, which I'm quite interested in. Okay. So she jingles like she has a little cow. Does she have a cowbell somewhere that I'm not seeing? Oh, it's like on her. Is it like her bow? Oh no, it's her ear. Oh, why did I miss that? She's so freaking cute. Okay. Oh, so she does take damage, guys. Or was that like too close to the water? I might have been too close to the water. So that's her charge. Oh, she does a little jump. No, she's just taking damage. Am I too close to the water? Oh, it's AoE Electro, so that's why she's taking damage. Okay. Okay, I see this now. All right, let's then start the gameplay so we don't die. So we're completing our challenge objectives. So I think it's... Okay, that's not how you do that. That is not how you do that, because I did not get that to happen, right? I did hit down on it, so maybe it's just a single tap. How do you use this then? Is it her ult? Cute. Okay, her ult's quite cute. Oh no, you have to really hold down on it. Okay, I see this now. I see the vision, I do. Unfortunately, we can't use that ult later, but I do see how this works. All right, so you can just kind of keep going, which is nice. Cubes! Hey, cubes! All right, we'll try to do this with Veressa as much as we can, but I don't know how long that'll go for. I don't know if I love her combat. Like, I think she might be more of a get on, get off the field situation, because she super died. Like, you can't run her. I would not recommend running her without a healer. I'm gonna be so real. I also don't think she's your main DPS. I think she's a sub DPS, get her on and off the field situation. I would not recommend running her as like a main DPS. Like, someone's healing somewhere, but I'm not really sure where. I do like her plunge attack. I think it's goofy and fun, and a different sort of plunge attack. I think she's fun. I do think she's fun. I think she's goofy. I think at this point we just have to accept that Teyvat is modernizing. Because I mean, we even got that with Fontaine. So I was like, because I've had a gripe the entire time with Natland feeling way too modern, but maybe Teyvat really is just modernizing when we finish the challenge. I think she's cute, all right? I never really got to try her charge. But I think you have to have something to plunge onto. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Exit level. The enemies respawned. We'll keep the box over here for now, because I went through the stuff that I needed to be on the other side of the screen for, so we can stay over here now. I have so many things up there. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, there was like a tutorial for this. Okay. I've been playing Reverse 1989 so much, which I actually need to do the patch video for that game as well, that I've started doing plappy noises like a lot, like the boop, 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 boop. Like, I've started doing it so much, I can't stop. So anytime you hear me do that, it's in honor of Plappy. It's in honor of Bestie Plappy. Let's just go through everything one by one up here, because there's a lot happening. So events, I had test run rewards to grab. Then we have the Battle Pass. No more venti. Yeah, this is fine. I'm fine with that. This is my first time logging in for this patch, if you couldn't tell, because I've been putting it off. I am gonna chart course for Veressa's weapon, because it's so cute, but I'm probably not gonna pull the weapon banner as a scam. The shop did reset, but I don't think I have enough to get anything. So there's that. But other than that, we have the book. There's new domains, and then there's guide stuff that we have here as well. And then in the bag, I have the artifact thing that I still haven't used. And I might not, because at this point, I'm too afraid to ask. So instead of sitting on a chair, Farina has decided to sit on her bubble. Let's do polls. I'm not gonna go to Natlin to do polls. I'm just gonna do them right here. There is 13 days left on this banner by the time I'm getting to it, so keep that in mind. I am not too far off pity. I did do some Risley polls though, so we have a little bit built up. How many Risley? Oh, okay, so I have a little bit more than I thought. I thought I was like 5 into pity. 20, I'm 20 into pity. Okay, that's not horrible. So this will bring us up to 21. I'm just gonna use what I have, essentially. I went to pretty hard pity for Farina. I was like past 80. So we'll see if we can't get anything here. This will be 22. Like, I'm due for an early. It's at least what I would like to tell myself, but I don't think it's gonna happen. 23, we'll just use what we have here, and then we'll do some more polls during the events and stuff. 24, poll number 24. If I can even get like 1 copy of Yansan or Chevreuse, because I still don't have Chevreuse, I'll be okay. 25, poll number 25. Let it be Chevreuse, honestly. It's Yansan. I can't be mad. I can't be mad. We'll let her talk though. I think she's cute. Am I in pretty good shape, Yansan? Am I? Because I don't think that's true. Okay. 1 copy of Yansan. All right. 26, I think. This will bring us to 26. It's a blue. 27. It's a blue as well. Then we have 28. I don't even know what we're at, quite frankly. Nope. And I'm at 9 primo gems now, but I can get 1 more here. So we have that. 29, just under a 10 pull. And I mean, we got 1 copy of Yansan, so I can't be mad, but I would like Faressa to come home. She was fun. All the way back here, Yansan. Hello. Let's give you some wings. I feel like the purple wings would look best, but I don't have them unlocked yet because I am late to the party. The green doesn't look bad, but I think we'll do Lua wings because of the orange. That works. That's actually not bad. I'm okay with that. She's so cute though. Oh my, she's so cute. She really hates being called cute, but I love her. All right, cool. Was that exactly what I wanted to happen? No, but it wasn't the worst thing that could happen either. So I will keep pulling. Obviously, we have some events and stuff that we're gonna go through, so I will keep pulling. I'm not sure if I will spend money to get Faressa because I don't think it's that serious, but we'll see. Also, because I don't think I'm confirmed because I did get Farina, and that was like a 50-50 win as well. So I'm like, this would be like a second 50-50 I had to win recently. So yeah. All right, let's character archive. And we'll end on Miss Faressa. I think she's cute. I've said my piece on Faressa already in the video, the what's it's, the content catch up. I talked about it there. So I like her. Do I think she's perfect? No, but I think she's fine. So there's that. Yeah, there's a lot of nuance in this patch 5.5 for some reason. Like it all happened at once. Just a lot of nuance. But hey, we got through it. For now, that's it for this video. If you like this video, make sure to give me a like down below, as well as subscribe for more and click the little notification bell to be notified when I upload new ones. As always, I hope everyone is having a super lovely day wherever you are in the world. I would say your homework is to go have a snack, but no, your homework is to look at something online with some nuance. If you come across something and immediately have a very strong opinion about it, maybe think about it a second. Maybe there's some nuance there. Maybe think about it. Your opinion might be right, but give it a second thought. Think about it for like 5 seconds. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys!